Hey gang, Gameface here, and I am back in Planet Coaster. And today I'm going to try to figure out how I can possibly get this on the workshop. I'll also have to figure out how I'm going to show people how to build the floor, because that's going to be a tough one as well. Hey, Mechanico. So, I guess I may as well get to it. Yeah, I guess that's no. Brighter. Okay, so I guess the only way to really do this is to select the pieces, make them all into one building, and then start deleting stuff off it. Because as far as I can tell, we are 381 pieces over. Now, I guess I really have no issue with joining these together. Where the issues with this are going to occur is with the floor. And when you're putting in the floor, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to basically build the floor first, because that's the way you got to do it. And I'm going to put everything over here. We're going to take a second copy of this, because I'm not reducing the piece count in my version. That's not my goal here. My goal here is simply to create a version that I can upload. Can we like not do this? Thanks. So basically what we need to do is we need to make some path. And it's going to be on the grid. I don't know what to use. We'll use this. Okay, so the whole thing is 7 across. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have that shape there. Now, how deep does it go? Two, 3, 4. I think. I don't know. That's what's going to be so tough about this. This is going to be really hard to tell what's going on. So we need to go back to the grid. And we need to make this 4 deep. There we go. I hope. Now, the stairs going up are offset. So they're inside here. So, I don't know why it's doing that. And this one's not gonna cooperate. It's not gonna go on the grid. Of course, you know, why would it? Why would it work? There we go. And now what we need to do is we need to, I think I need to do this. but I'm not sure. Okay, so now if we look at this, if we go back here and we look at how this is all done in here, there's basically too deep for pathing here. Like, it goes into the wall, well, sort of. So I need to add all that. And it just stops. Thanks, Planet Coaster, you know. And it just stops again. We're looking at the playing ground and two pieces of thing, and it can't handle it. It's just too much for it. What am I doing to Planet Coaster? How dare I put it through this much work? Okay, so we gotta get the paths, and we're gonna select the grid again. And it's too deep. And I think that's it. So that's what we start with. Now, we have to come up onto this now, which means 2 stories higher, and then flatten out on both sides. Well, we don't need to do it on both sides. We only have to do it on one side. But this is where things are going to go all wrong, and I'm going to become a very angry person. And it's not doing it. It's like, no, I want attached to here. Okay, obstructed. Why is it obstructed? Is there something floating in the sky that I don't know about? So again, you're going to have to do this whole Planet Coaster pathing game just to get it to work. Seriously. Ugh. Why did it move the screen? I didn't move the screen. It moved what I was doing off the edge of the screen. And it's not doing anything anymore, because of course it's not on paths anymore. Okay, so there we go. Will this one work? No. So we have to do ridiculous things like this. Okay, so now I can put this back, I believe. There we go. Now, not terrible. It doesn't seem terrible so far, I should say. So we connect this to here, and now we go back to the grid. And we got to connect these up together, and they don't reach. Because, you know, why would they reach? Why would that be a thing? Okay, now. Why can we not? See, this thing wrecked. Oh, really? Really? I want to delete this corner. Deletes the whole thing. You know, Planet Coaster. Seriously. If you could have been any... Like, this is just a simple structure. A very simple structure. There's nothing to it. It's a flat thing with 2 sets of stairs going up. Another flat thing with 2 sets of stairs going up. And this game is going to make it an absolute nightmare. I remember now. And this is why we're This is not... It's not the part count that's stopping us here. It's these damn stairs that are stopping us from uploading this. Because this is going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. So, here we go. And obstructed. Why? Don't know. Like, everything's totally crooked. How? Don't know. Was building on the grid the whole time. Look at it. Look at it. It's all crooked. Totally crooked. It just... Oh. You know, there's no reason for this. At all. I see you, Thomas. There's no reason for this. But you can probably tell I'm sort of, like, focused on something. I hope you can tell. Because I am. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we make this work? We need a set of stairs up here. It's not even on the same grid anymore. What's going on? What are we doing way up here? Come on, Planet Coaster. You're just... Get down on the ground. I'm not trying to build anything. I'm trying to make a platform with 2 sets of stairs going up, with another platform with 2 more sets of stairs going up. That's what I'm trying to do. And as you can tell, Planet Coaster doesn't want to do the simplest thing when it comes to paths. It just doesn't. This should not be an issue at all. This should never. This should have been done already. That's basically what I'm saying. This should have been done already. But no, they make it awful. Just absolutely awful experience. Hey, Mike. Hey, Patriots Road. Welcome to the stream. Again, what we're doing here is simple. I don't need that. Very, very simple. We just need a platform here now. See, connects the stairs, no problem there. Not a problem at all. It's like, yeah, I got that for you. Now, that should be 2 floors higher. Now, it's way off, and of course, you know, it won't let me move the camera anymore, because as soon as I move the camera, it starts shifting this thing all over the world. So I can't do that. I'm just hoping this is the right height, and somewhere I'm going to find the place where the puzzle fits, and it's probably too high. I can already see that it's probably too high. So what we need to do is I need to eliminate all this, because they don't belong, and I think this... If one belongs, it's this piece right here. And again, it's just being a total pain in the... No! No. There we go. Now that has to work, right? That's connected to that right now. No, it's not. Because I might have moved it up 2 notches, but it decided to move it up 3. Okay, let's try this again. Select the grid. There's the grid. 1, 2. You saw it. It was only 2. There's no doubt we've got this now, right? Actually, there's a huge amount of doubt. Again, 3. No, it's 4. Okay, fine. I'll only move it up 1. What are those things I'm moving it up by? 2 stories? What would happen if I wanted one story higher? It's like, no, you can't have that. 1. We've moved it 1. And that should be where it is. And the 1 should be 2 stories. Because that's completely, totally logical. I actually don't, you know, without setting out to make this worse, I don't know how you could make it worse. Like, it's fine for laying out, you know, simple stuff. But, you know, you look at just the fact that to lay out these 2 bridges, these 2 simple bridges, which are just a ramp up, a path across, another ramp up, and ramp down, just to lay out the roads for that took me 45 minutes. Because it just wouldn't. It's like, no, I'm not doing what you want. No, I'm going to put big square edges on the, like, no, these aren't going to line up. Like, everything I could do, it was like, nope, I'm going to find a problem. I'm going to figure out a way to break that and make it not do what you want. And it did it over and over and over and over again. So, you know, like I say, without going out of its way, look at that. It doesn't even connect up to the thing. Like, seriously, game, what are you doing? They're built on the same grid. Oh. You know, see, I'm trying to, you know, help people here. People want the train station. And there's no, like, I can give you them the train station, but you're not going to be able to use it without being able to build this. If you can't build this, you can't build the train station. You can't use the train station. The train station is completely useless without being able to lay this down. And I can't even lay it down a second time. Yeah, Tom, I think you missed that part where we tried to build from the platform up. So, that's not working. This won't connect here. It won't. It just won't. This won't connect here. So, my only option here is probably this. Like, this is gonna this is getting crazy, stupid crazy. So now what I gotta do is I gotta what? Really? Well, that's kind of tricky. Who would have thought that would work? See what I just did? Okay, this is crazy, but I'm going to select the grid. I'm going to put a piece out here. Now, you'd think if using logic here, you'd think if I was to go and put stairs, it would put it on the end of this, but it doesn't. It adjusts it into stairs. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Of course, I've also run into the other problem that when I do put a second one down there, it doesn't do that anymore. And it adjusts the thing beyond it into stairs. Which is, you know, again, it's stopping you from building what you want. But yeah. So let's see if we've got this here. Now let's go check. What do we need? So there's 3 out from the stairs, and then there's this section with 2, 1 in, and then another one in to the platform for the train. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey Martin. That's right. That's probably going to be a problem. Oh well. So we're going to select the grid. And does it go out that far? No, it doesn't, eh? There's something else going on here that I'm not taking into account. Okay, so there we go. That is the floor. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything on my end. No, I'm just trying to make the train station... The train station's done. My train station... I'm not changing my train station. What I'm trying to do is reduce the number of pieces in the train station to the point where I can upload it to the workshop. That's just what I'm trying to do here. But it's such a painful process because, of course, you know, this doesn't do anything. Like, I'm trying to push that down. Every time I go shift and push that down, it goes up. Okay. And I think that's where this has to stop. So, then the next thing, of course, is this. The queue. And it's got to be set to 4 meters. And it won't let me. No, you stupid game. Really? You think that's a thing? Did you think of maybe applying a little logic to what you're doing? Before you even make that a possibility and go, oh, you must want to attach this up here. No, but you're not allowed. You maybe think for a second? Apply some logic, you know? You are running on a computer. Okay, don't know what's going to happen. No idea. But as you can see, we've broken our stairs. It's actually deleted a piece of the stairs now. And my guess would be... Okay, fine. That now... Yeah, it's broken. Of course it's broken. It's a piece of crap. It's a total piece of garbage when it comes to pathing. Seriously, game. You're so unbelievably broken. It's laughable. It's like, no, we're not. Okay. Select grid. You can't select that piece because that piece is not a grid piece suddenly. And now it's completely frozen. Select the grid, stupid game. Obstructed, 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 obstructed. It won't, the entire world has been obstructed. Except for up here. Come on. See, I should have never taken this on. This is, like I said, this is not going to do good. The problem here is this. When I upload this, people are going to have to build this. They're just going to get pissed off. And when they do, they're just going to come back and give this a bad rating. Though it has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with Planet Coaster. And how broken the pathing is. Like, I would guess at this point, I'm obviously got to take this out because this is not working. Now my guess is that all the stuff I've done so far is also broken. No, it's only broken when the other stuff is there. You've got to be kidding me. That is so unbelievably stupid. So it's only broken and doesn't work. Oh, that's all messed up now too. Oh, that's all broken now too. Awesome. Awesome. This is exactly what I signed up for. Total frustration. And maybe later I'll have a stroke or something. Ugh. Come on. Stairs. Select the grid. Select the grid. Okay, that's it. That's all there should be. What's going on here? I haven't set my green screen properly. That's the other problem I'm having with all these, with this Streamlabs. Every freaking thing is different. Oh, and nothing I use for any other video will work for another video anymore. Okay. Yeah, there's six guitars in here. And no, I haven't been playing for a long time. Okay, so I can't select the grid. It won't let me. Or it won't let me do anything off the grid when I select it. It just locks up the whole process altogether. Unless I want to go over here and, you know, start queuing over here. But it doesn't give a... It doesn't really care about what I want. It's like, yeah, no. And yeah, let's go off at an angle like that. That's exactly. Like, that's not set to snap at 90. See that? That checkbox right there? That isn't checked. And that doesn't say 90 degrees. Obviously not. Or the only way to attach this would be at 90 degrees. But look, it doesn't care at all. Now I can't do anything. So it ignores the 90 until it's convenient for it. Yeah, this isn't going well. This is not going well. Hey, Tartan Branch. See, I think there's another problem here as well. And that's the placement of the train station. So, all we really need to do is run a queue down to this edge. just like we've already done in another place. Right? That's exactly what this is. And if we want to prove it, here. Here it is. There it is. For everybody to see. Perfectly aligned. It's got round corners, but hey, when it comes to path, you're lucky you're allowed to have them at all. So that is exactly what we're trying to build. This is all grid. Except for somehow this is not. This is something else. How this is something else, I'm not sure. Okay. So, we go back here. Well, I guess you know, this is like the definition of insanity. What I'm gonna do is the same thing I did last time. And we'll see how that works out for us. Because that wouldn't be insane. To do the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. See what I mean? It's like, yeah, you want to do that. Here, let's just lead that path. Why does that even attach up? It shouldn't. That should be impossible. You should not be able to have two entrances on a path. But it'll actually do it and then tell you can't do that. Where it shouldn't do it at all. There's no reason for this frustration here. Other than it wants me to go completely out of my frickin' mind. It's the only reason for that. That's the only reason that this should happen. Okay. So there's you know, I'm gonna have to end up playing Subnautica this afternoon again. Because this process is gonna make me so angry that I'm not gonna be able to enjoy anything else but something that just, you know, something calming. Okay, so let's stick a train on here and see. What the heck? Okay, it has to go way over there. It has to go from building's edge to building's edge. And I don't know how far that is. No, 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 no. I'm clicking this end. Why are you adding stuff to that end? Okay, and it's crooked. Okay, so somehow I actually never put those paths on. Let's do that again. Entrances and exits, I should say. Obstructed. Obstructed. No, no, that's absolutely freaking perfect, game. Why are you saying obstructed? Oh, because it's automatic. Okay, it connected it up when I deleted it. When I deleted it, it connected it up. Oh, gee. No. The logic is just so flawed. Okay. Again, we'll try this. Hello? Oops, my fault. No. No. It's not at all what we want to do. It's not at all what was done. It doesn't look anything like that at all. And unless you've taken features away from Planet Coaster, this is what I'd like to do, game. Take a look, game. Here you go. And why can't I do that here? Why is it like, no, no, I'm going to work completely differently now? A new headset. Like a gaming, like this type of thing. Okay, 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 calm down, calm down, calm down. I don't even know how this is a possibility. What are you doing, game? Sorry. So what ridiculous... Okay, so this is the ridiculous hoop, whatever I had to jump through to get that to work. In order for that to work, I needed to build the path out. Of course, now I'm not building path for some reason. Let's try that again. I had to build the path out. I had to go select grid. I had to put the piece I wanted in. I had to delete what I put out before, deselect the grid, and attach the two. Okay. Somehow this is going to kill me now. Somehow something's going to happen and the roof of this building's going to fall in and crush me. Like in real life. Because again, now when I select the grid, I can't put stuff down. This is the exact same corner I worked myself into last time. Is by the time I got to this point, it would not select grid properly on this whole structure. And I was screwed. Okay. Finally. So, that's it. This is really crazy, like how difficult that was. I really don't like how difficult that was. I really don't like how this square is gone. Okay, so that took 40 minutes. Now, I'm okay with there being some difficulty to a game. This isn't that game. This is I'm not okay with it being difficult to fight the boss path. Like again, I come to this and I'll talk about this bridge here and how that took just as long as what we just went through here. And again, what we just went through here, both of them are super simple. Super simple. There's nothing to it at all. And it just made it so unbelievably unmanageable. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this. And it's not going to let us put it there. Constructed. But it won't tell me why. Come on. It doesn't respond to pressing R to edit the building. Can we edit the building, please, game? Come on, game. Come on. How about editing the building for me? How about we let the editing occur? Let the editing begin. Can we draw some stuff on the screen? Okay, there we go. There we go. Maybe. somehow the flat ground that I built all this on is not flat. Because I guarantee that these tiles are flat. Oh. It's not working though, is it? Because what's occurred out of all this is, one, none of the stores are working anymore. Okay. Hey, Marco. So what needs to happen, and this could be a very, very, very destructive process at this point, is that and that. Again, it's not telling me what's obstructed. It's not telling me what's going on at all. And everything you do is a guess. It's all an experiment. Hey, Wolfie. It's all an experiment. What are you doing, Planet Coaster? Oh, and there we go. There's our experiment over. Because Planet Coaster is just locked up. Oh, and suddenly it started to respond. What the? Oh. Again, I don't understand what's obstructed. It's so bad. It's just so awful that when you build such a hugely complex structure And then it comes along and just says obstructed. It doesn't give you any reason. It doesn't give you any specifics. It doesn't give you any reason at all. But yet there's code that they've run through to determine that this is the reason we can't do this. But we're not going to tell you. Like, it just won't let me put it down. And just because. Just freaking because. Yep. That's the reason they're giving me. Because. You know. Come on. So now we're almost an hour into this. And we're still waiting for Planet Coaster to open the menu so that we can build something. Yeah, I could. I could upload it without shops. And then, you know. So, Wolfie, what's going to happen here? I don't think you realize this. Is I'm going to upload this, and it's just going to get trashed. Nobody's going to be able to use it. It's just going to create a crap load of negative ratings because nobody's going to be able to use it. It's going to have a bunch of holes for stores that don't seem to be able to go in. Again, more negative ratings. It's just not going to work. It's just way too complex to be moved around and tried to be put on top of a structure like this. Like, you gotta realize that it took me like 16 hours to get this working. And nobody's gonna put that time into it. They're just gonna trash it. They're gonna trash me and trash it. And I already know that's what's gonna happen, because, like, what else possibly could happen? Every single step of the way is nothing but tediousness and frustration. Like seriously, we're an hour into this, and we're nowhere near getting a functional train station. Well, okay, it can function as a train station, but it can't function as what it's meant to be. Like, and yeah, I could take out the shops and board them all up, but again, okay, the shops take up one piece, the boarding up takes up, I could predict, probably about 6 pieces each. You know, and we're adding another 24 pieces to the thing. And we already have to reduce the pieces in this by 381 pieces just to get it in the workshop. So I don't know. Like this, there's just way too much going on here for people to come and treat this fairly for what it is the problem that's going to occur. So, like I said, either I have to board everything up, or just give up on the whole thing. Like, because really, we're pushing the boundaries beyond. Yeah, yeah, not gonna happen, Martin. Never going to happen. Whoops. So now we're on to part reduction. And as we do this, we have to do this anyway. We'll start to think about how are we going to get this thing to work. And with the stores. And then we'll have to figure this out. But I have total doubt that this is going to work at all. And again, there is the fact that, you know, if I have to spend 16 hours to do this, I'm not doing it. I'm already wasting time if I have to spend 16 hours to get this to work. That could be... well, I'm not okay with it, Wolfie. I'm not okay with something posted up to the workshop that just gets nothing but negative ratings. I'm not okay with that. Like, you might be, but I'm not. Okay, so there's that gone. Okay, that's the first floor. I was thinking about last night, how could I possibly upload the other train station? And if I made those remade the roof into one piece in Blender somehow, I might be able to upload that, but I don't think I can do that. I think that would be the only way to get it any good, though. Yeah, I was assuming I was. Playing Fallout, that is. Yeah, this we might end up being able to get this down to less than 4,000 pieces, though. You know, there's probably some extra pieces in here that can be deleted and stuff like that. And there's a different amount of lights on each side, so, you know, even if this took out 150 of them, doesn't mean there's another 150 on the other side. Okay. No, the pathing cannot be put down after you put down. Hey, PC28. The pathing needs to be 99% complete before you can put this down, because you're not going to be able to see it. And again, like that's another thing that I'm saying here. I built the floor after the building, so it's not what we're trying to do anymore, because we're past that. We're trying to put the building onto the path. Now I didn't build the path after the building. I built the path and the building around each other. You know, but like I said, like the building was built, 90% built, and I put it down, and we redid the buildings on the sides. Is one thing we did do, but the building was built. There were no floors in it. The floors were done after. The pathing was done, and the building was put on top of it. And yeah. But it doesn't mean it was easy. And I'm... You do know that I had to come back to it over and over and over and over again, because it was so frustrating. But again, without some way of... like, without even, like, this... Like, there's no way anybody's going to be able to use this. This is not going to happen. Like, and the more I think of it, the more I realize that. It's just not possible. No, yeah, that's... So I'm almost thinking that we'll have this under the limit. I don't know what I'm uncovering. But I do know that that can't stay with that over that edge of that window. I mean, darn. Okay, why? I stopped moving a long time ago. Now, you know. You done? I didn't even have my hand on the mouse when it decided, oh, I'm going to move the camera to look at the floor. Sorry. I had a bad sleep last night. Oh, I got a headache. Shouldn't be doing this. Come on. Excuse me. Yeah, it's every sign is too freaking big. Seriously, how is that black? In what world is that black? It doesn't work. It's broken. Why is everything I touch broken these days? Okay, Meganico, if we're playing, like, okay, you're going. I was expecting to be playing Fallout in. When is this happening? How long away from Fallout? See, that doesn't work. None of those are the color that I chose. It just completely ignored me. And it must know how I just love being ignored. I should put in a sign underneath in small letters, if you can figure out how to path it. Okay, what else? What else here? I think that's about it, isn't it? Okay, so, first things first. Okay, about 45 minutes. I will be done with Planet Coaster in 45 minutes then. Good. So you'll contact me in Discord and we'll coordinate through there. Sounds like a plan. Why is this menu back? Okay. Okay. Now, there's no real exterior difference. You know, the lights are on in here, but I don't have any lights in here. No big deal. I'm sure that'll be fine. I think the biggest problem is going to be this. Save as a blueprint. And now there's no pathing. It's just this building. Now, what is this thing called? Does anybody remember what train station this is? Excuse me. I can't remember what train station it was. Yeah, I really wish they would. Even to 6,000 would make a huge difference. You know, this train station is based on a train station in Eastern Europe somewhere. And I can't find it. I was thinking Budapest, Brussels, maybe. Aha! Budapest train station. Yeah, no, I can't call it that. You know, you can definitely tell that it came from it. But you can also tell that it's different. So basically, this is what I'm looking at. I don't know if this will work. I can post it to YouTube. And separately. So this is what it is. You know, obviously this thing is much, much larger. But that's what this was modeled after. Or inspired by. So that's the way we're going to put this. Grand Station. Unless there's already something called Grand Station. There is. Oh. Chicago. That's really good. I just absolutely hate that this has no spell checking. Everything in the world has spell checking now. Everything. You type something into chat, it'll tell you if you're spelling it wrong. But, you know, when you go to publish something to the world, for the world to see, this doesn't have any spell checking in it. And I can't spell. I've had spell checking my entire life. So why would I possibly learn to spell? Okay, the Western Railway Terminal in Budapest. Western Railway Terminal, Budapest. Okay, my programming tools have spell checking built in. So that I don't spell things wrong when I'm writing software. Obviously, they're not checking code, they're checking strings and things like that. But yeah. Okay, so okay, so add tags. What is this? This is a ride skin? Like, there should actually be something for train stations, because, you know, it's a huge part of this game that you build a train station. I have 3 of them in this one, but there is no train station. Large building. Why animatronics? Like, I don't know. So if you went and checked out the link, you'll see that it doesn't look exactly like the thing, but Grand Station, 11,000. Where's the first one? It's like just down the street from the station. There's this. Now this huge complex right here, with plants and everything, is less than 4,000 pieces. That's hilarious. Okay, so where's the original one? Budapest Western. So you can see we were going somewhere completely different with the original. Somewhat. This thing has a train station in it, though. I wonder. No, I'm not going to include the train. I'm not including the train. Because then we're, like, sticking it to a specific train. Both the trains will work. But, of course, you know, nobody's going to be able to figure out how to get this thing all working. So, yeah. Where... the Grand Station. Okay. The pathing is quite complex and may cause some frustration, but it is worth it. What an absolute awful editing. Like, arrow keys don't even work. Or they're so slow. I want to put a carriage return in. It won't. God, what a piece of junk. Okay, so where do I go to make this like private? Or is there no way to put a private thing up on the... Oh, change the visibility. There we go. Good. So it's on Steam, but it's not visible. No, if anybody else has done this part before, they'll understand my frustration. I'm now trying to upload files through that little tiny little stupid window that Steam uses in order to upload files. It's absolutely terrible because it doesn't scale any of the writing to the resolution of your or size of your screen. So the writing is like tiny. Like this thing actually makes me think like I might need glasses. And I can't tell. You can't tell what's what. There's no way to tell what file is what file. And every time I go to do it, it takes me to a different folder. Like, sorry, it just bugs the crap out of me when software is incomplete. Why would I be storing files in the System32? Why would you even default choose images to go to the System32 folder? Like, seriously, is there something wrong with you? That's all I have to say on that. That's just sheer absolute laziness. They should never ever do anything like that. It's just asking for problems in the future. But it's Steam. They don't care. Upload. 2 images uploaded. And again, you obviously would like to upload things from System32. How many pieces on the original build? 4,381. I think. And when you put it in the path and hit enter, it doesn't accept enter. You actually have to reach down, grab your mouse, and click on the open button. Like, this is the problem with implementing your own file lookup dialog. You just don't do that. You call the kernel to open up a file dialog in Windows. Oh, not user 32. You basically call a library that exists in Windows and say, hey, go get me a file. This is the stuff you need to know to go get me a file. And Windows opens up a dialog to open a file. And it's so user-friendly. They've been working on that dialog since Windows 1. They know there's been science put into this. There's been, surveys against users, and it is a very, very, very capable dialogue. But Valve felt they could do better, and they did, like, 1,000,000 times worse. It makes it almost unusable. It's pathetic. Maybe in the future you can upgrade it. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's awesome. My images 1, 2, and 4. 4? Where's 3? What a stupid UI. See, I should really go into quality assurance. Image 5. Okay. Reload. Image 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, thank you. Thank you. Of course, it's actually image 1, 2, 4, and 5 in my list, but I'm going to have to figure out which one is missing. Which is awesome, because their browser for images, you can't see the images. All you can see is the freaking file names. This is the image folder for everything that I have in Planet Coaster. Oh, and when you sort by date, it doesn't work. Sort by date modified one way, Saturday, January 20th, 2018. Sort by date the other way, Sunday, November 19th, 2017. No mention of any of the files from 2019. Don't bother with those. Yeah, this is so pathetic. This is so unbelievably pathetic. This is sorted by date, modified. Saturday, November 11th, 2017. November 1st, 2017. October 30th, 2017. March 9th, 2019. March 9th, 2019. March 9th, 2019. That's today. And then back to November 27th, 2018. November 9th, 2018. Like, guys, 2019 is after 2018, and March is not in the middle of October. Yeah, I might have already uploaded. I can't even tell anymore, eh? Because I can't see anything. Oh, and it's number 6, because that complete makes sense. That, then this. Yes, it's on the workshop, but I haven't published it. So nobody can see it. Nobody can see it. Yet. Gonna have to wait till October, because it seems that March isn't until the middle of October. Okay, I think that might be it. Have you noticed that Steam is very, very willing to tell you something is spelled wrong, but it's not willing to tell you how to spell it? It will underline things that are wrong, and when you right click, basically they're using Google Chrome as their underlying engine, or WebKit, and they have hijacked all the menus. So when they get this information that something's spelt wrong and you right click, they throw all that information away and give you just a limited menu. So none of that functionality actually works, but it will tell you spelt it wrong. It's funny. Okay, storage space inspired by railway. Yeah, I'm not going to write anything else. I'm just going to leave it at that. And, you know, I would say, you know, please don't write it down because you're incapable of putting paths down, because that's exactly what's going to happen here. Is it's just going to get downrated because the paths are too difficult. But just the fact of me putting that there will get it downrated because the paths are too difficult. So I'm not even going to say that. So there it is. It's out there. I wish I could change the primary picture. It won't let me. It has this awful looking picture with no style in it at all, but I guess that's what they want. For some reason it has animatronics in it though, and I'm just trying to figure out what. And I can't change that. How do I change the tags? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna leave it here. Can't seem to get it to work. Oh, there it's coming up now. Okay, there we go. It is uploaded. I really hope it doesn't cause people a whole bunch of problems. Well, I still haven't got the pathing to work, Wolfie. I can't get it to work. Doesn't matter what I do. I can't get it to work. So, again, I'm just asking for negative things here. And I don't want to do this. But, it's done. I am going to leave this here today. I guess I'll be playing some Fallout 76, it looks like. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. So yeah, I'm leaving it here. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.